Leftist comedian Jon Stewart calls out the fake news corporate media over its ridiculous reaction to the Trump Madison Square Garden rally, particularly the comedy routines. Guys, it's going to be interesting because Jon Stewart, oddly enough, seems to get it more on this specific issue than even some conservative commentators I've seen. You'll see what I mean in a moment there. We'll get to that. And it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. We're going to get right into the video. But first, everybody, do me a big favor here. Like our video, share it around, and if you are new, yes, subscribe to the Resist the Mainstream YouTube channel so we keep bringing you guys this great content. And for those of you who have subscribed and are returning, thank you so much and welcome back. As always, everybody, I'm your host, Darian. Let's get into the show.
Is the alarms.
The opening act, grabbing headlines for all the wrong reasons. A comedian who offered unfunny, racist, cringeworthy jokes.
Basically calling Puerto Ricans trash.
The most repulsive racial jokes about Latinos.
Disgusting and hateful.
So incredibly crude.
Frankly, just too X-rated to play here.
Extremely vile so-called jokes.
Extremely vile so-called jokes. She name-checked my comedy album from the 90s. Did I really?
I have no idea if that Jon Stewart album is real or not, but that is hilarious because it goes to show you just the lack of sense of humor these gremlins in the media have. They're just such miserable and unhappy people. And of course it's a joke until it offends them, and then it's not a joke. Yeah, that's the whole point of comedy. You're supposed to get offended. That's why it's funny. It makes you uncomfortable to a degree. Otherwise, it wouldn't be comedy. If you only said stuff that was never offensive, you'd be lame as hell and just boring. No one would care. I mean, why do I have to explain this? It should be inherently obvious.
I don't know who's AI, me or that guy. Now, obviously, in retrospect, having a roast comedian come to a political rally a week before Election Day and roasting a key voting demographic, probably not the best decision by the campaign politically. But to be fair, the guy's really just doing what he does. I mean, here he is at the Tom Brady roast a few months ago. Yes, of course. Terrible, boo, yes. There's something wrong with me. I find that guy very funny. So, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, bringing him to a rally and have him not do roast jokes, that'd be like bringing Beyonce to a rally and not have... Oh.
Look, at the end of the day, a broken clock is right twice a day. Jon Stewart, well, I don't know. I don't know if I found him that funny. I'm not saying I'm offended. I obviously don't care. I think it's totally fine. Jon Stewart is totally correct that comedy is comedy and people just need to get over themselves. Totally agree with him there. But I would like to say, let's not give him too much credit, okay? He is a leftist hack. I have noticed, every time a leftist person like Jon Stewart or whoever it might be goes and says something half decent, once in a while, a bunch of conservatives just pounce on it, get super excited. Oh my God, look guys, the people are waking up. Look, the leftist is agreeing with us. You have some kind of weird little shtick like that people get really obsessed with and excited over. At the end of the day, he is a left-wing hack. Let's not forget that this guy supports sex changes on children, and he has posted comedy bits ridiculing conservatives as dumb, backwards hicks because they don't support such a barbaric thing. It's just crazy. So don't give the guy too much credit. That's all I'm saying. Credit where it's due, but let's not act like he's on our side or a great guy. Now, this is going to be a lot of fun. I want to show you guys how Megyn Kelly reacted to this because she had quite a different reaction compared to Jon.
Last night, look, I want to tell you something about the Garden before we bring in our guests. I watched all of Trump's remarks, start to finish, and he did a great job. He made great points. He started with exactly the right question. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? And he went on from there, just nailed it. All of his points. On message, entertaining, great. Trump was not well served by those around him last night. It wasn't a Nazi rally. All that's nonsense. But I'm telling you, even for me, and I voted for Donald Trump last week, it was too brotastic. Okay? It was. You're trying to win an election in which you're hemorrhaging female voters. Maybe when you present in front of hundreds, thousands at least, at Madison Square Garden, you clean up the bro talk just a little so you don't alienate women in the middle of America who are already on the fence about Republicans. Do they have no women advising their campaign? Is there no actual woman sitting behind the scenes, coming up with a guest lineup and saying, let's just have a word with the guys who are going to be speaking about this isn't the bar. This isn't their living room. This is a campaign. This is politics. We're trying to get him elected. We don't need to rally the base or guys anymore.
Look, I'm not trying to go hard on Megyn Kelly. She's a really nice lady and all that. Okay, but this is where conservatives just don't get it. And I am so sick and tired of hearing it. It's frankly just annoying at this point. Did you hear what Megyn Kelly just said? We don't need to rally the guys. Really? We don't need to rally the guys? Are you sure about that, Megyn? Are you sure? Because last I checked, white men are the only demographic Trump struggled with and lost support with in 2020. You can look it up. Check out the exit polls. This is not a matter of debate. The only group he lost support with was white men. Wasn't women, wasn't Latinos, wasn't black people. It was white men. And he lost that election. What states did he lose that were big? Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. You think there's not a white working class of men there who could have come out to support them? Of course there is. And we, as Republicans, if we're going to say we, have largely alienated those people. And, I see it going a bit of a tangent here, but it's important. I see a lot of people laughing and snickering, white dudes fair, it's so stupid, I mean, yeah, okay, I get it. It is, they're beta males. I totally agree. I'm not disputing that. But at least they're actually making an effort to reach out to white men. You'd think Republicans would be a little smarter about doing that, considering it's their biggest voting bloc. But then you have conservative commentators here like Megyn Kelly coming out and saying, we don't need them anyways. We need the women. We need this. We need that. We need black people. We need Latinos. What are you talking about? White men are the biggest voting bloc of the Republican Party by far. Okay, nothing comes close. So maybe we should start treating them like that. Hey, continuing on this, we have an estimated over 30 million church-going Christians who are going to sit out in 2024. Where's the mobilizing of those people? We're so concerned about pandering to all these people's feelings and whatnot. Someone, this Tony guy, he tells a joke about Puerto Rico floating on an island of garbage. You have people going, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. Oh, he said Puerto Rico's an island of garbage. And he made a joke about it. We have to sit here and get offended by it and clutch our pearls. It's stupid, okay? Trump won in 2016 because he didn't care what the media said. He let them go and complain and whine, and he ultimately went to victory. This whole idea that we need to pander to liberals and independents and whatever else is nonsense. And I am so sick of hearing it.
And it's not helpful, even if we do want to rally the base or guys, to go full off-color insults to different racial groups and so on. I get it. Trust me, nothing that was said offended me. I'm almost unoffendable. But I understand how this plays, especially with women. And it was an effed up choice. They took what was an amazing celebration of Trump, exciting and well-attended and hugely enthusiastic, and gave themselves a big black eye. This isn't about the insane media, which did, of course, what the insane media is going to do. This is about them giving the insane media all these headlines that undermined the main man, Donald Trump, who did exactly what he should have last night. You effed up. Hopefully you'll do better in the closing week of the campaign. That's my take on it.
Well, quite the fiery display there by Megyn Kelly. What do you guys think? Do you agree with Jon Stewart? Do you think he's right? Do you think Megyn Kelly is actually not offended as she claims to be? I want to know. So please, 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 please go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you thought about the video, what you want to see in the future, and we will see you guys again soon. Thanks for tuning in, and God bless.